Hello everyone, I'm Christopher Tan and welcome to Providence Money Wisdom, an original podcast inspired by my book Money Wisdom, Simple Truths for Financial Wellness. In this podcast, I'll be sharing simple financial truths to guide you in navigating through the minefields of misinformation and false promises in order to achieve financial security and peace of mind. CareShield Life, insuring against severe disability. Let me now answer some of the frequently asked questions regarding CareShield Life. First question, how is total permanent disability insurance different from CareShield Life in terms of coverage and payout? Is there an overlap? Well, total and permanent disability, or TPD in short, is defined as a loss of both arms or both legs or both eyes or alternate of them, or when a person cannot work anymore due to disability. TPD insurance provides a lump sum benefit for medium to long-term financial assistance in the event of total and permanent disability which prevents the insured person from working. CareShield Life, on the other hand, covers severe disability, which is defined as when one cannot perform 3 out of 6 of the activities of daily living. It pays a monthly amount for life, and it is meant to pay for part of the cost needed for long-term care. The second question, what are the other insurance policies out there that are most common amongst Singaporeans? What is the coverage like? The most common would be TPD insurance, which usually comes bundled with death coverage as well as disability income insurance. Disability income insurance replaces a portion of the policyholder's missing income and provides some financial stability in an event of disability which prevents the policyholder from working temporarily or permanently. For total permanent disability, the payout is a lump sum depending on how much coverage you buy. The coverage term is usually up to, say, 70 years old. But for DI plans or disability income plans, it covers up to 75% of one's salary, and the coverage term is usually up to about age 70 as well. As one can see, there is a protection gap from age 71 onwards. This is where ElderShield and the future CareShield Life, or rather now the new CareShield Life, comes in. Question 3. We have so many policies: life, personal accident, critical illness, hospitalization, so on and so forth. And these are all on top of MediShield Life and ElderShield, CareShield Life. How should we actually decide on what sort of insurance we need and which to buy? What are our recommendations? Well, there are a few principles about insurance that one has to remember. Firstly, the primary purpose of insurance is for protection, not savings or investment. So remember that. Secondly, first buy those insurance that will most likely affect your financial situation now. And thirdly, buy as much insurance you need, but pay as little premiums as you can. With these 3 principles, this is the priority of needs. Firstly, buy hospital plan for the whole family, first with MediShield Life, and upgrade to integrated shield plan if you have the budget. Next, buy death coverage, which usually comes with total and permanent disability coverage for all income earners at home. This is for replacement of income upon the death of the income earners. Thirdly, buy critical illness coverage for all income earners at home. This is for the replacement of income upon diagnosis of critical illness, rendering the income earner unable to work. And next, have at least CareShield Life and upgrade to the supplement if you have the budget before buying disability income insurance if you have the budget. But how does one pay as little as you can? At Provident, we have always advocated the use of term insurance for coverage against loss of income due to death, disability, or a critical illness. The premiums for term insurance are a lot lower as compared to whole life. Question 4. As compared to ElderShield, the CareShield Life payouts will be increased from $400 to $600 initially. How should one comprehend this increase in terms of its sufficiency and adequacy? Would a permanently severely disabled individual be able to cope with daily living, with $600 initially? Well, first of all, there is a need to understand the thinking behind CareShield Life. Well, CareShield Life is meant to provide the most basic long-term care coverage that is sufficient for the lower middle income group, which is defined as the percentile or the 30th percentile. This group refers to the $1,100 per capita household income group. Now, what's going to happen to them should they ever become severely disabled? If a severely disabled person opts for nursing home care, the monthly cost would be about $2,400. Well, maybe they can get a subsidy of $1,400 and CareShield Life will then pay $600. So $2,000 is taken care of by CareShield Life and government subsidy. There's still a $400 short whereby this disabled person would need to co-pay through personal savings and or with family support. If the severely disabled person opts for home or community care, the monthly cost would be about $3,100. Assuming he can get a government subsidy of $2,300 and CareShield Life pays $600, what that means is that this person would still need to co-pay $200 through savings and or with family support. For this group of individuals, I mean the lower middle income group, CareShield Life is able to adequately provide for long-term care. For individuals in the higher income group, they can opt to buy an additional long-term care supplement from a private insurance company to improve their coverage. Question 5. Some say that given that the government has now taken over the scheme and that it is not for profit, CareShield Life should not be gender differentiated, and on average, women earn less than men but are expected to pay more in terms of premium. Premiums for MediShield Life are not gender differentiated. Is there really a need to gender differentiate the premiums for CareShield Life? Well, it is important that the scheme is sustainable in the long run. Given that CareShield Life premiums are paid by men and women for the same number of years but provides lifetime coverage, women would need to pay higher premiums to reflect their longer life expectancy, which means they benefit more than men. In addition, the risk of severe disability differs between men and women, especially beyond age 65. When premium payment has stopped, CareShield Life premiums are therefore gender differentiated to reflect the difference in risk. For MediShield Life, premium payment goes on yearly but only for as long as the policyholder is alive. Therefore, women who are likely to live longer pay more years of premiums. That is why for MediShield Life, although the benefits are similar for both men and women, MediShield Life premiums are not gender differentiated. Question 6. What are the greatest improvements and enhancements from ElderShield to CareShield Life? Well, I think the key improvements are 50% increase in payout from $400 to $600 initially, and payout is for life instead of just 6 years. Secondly, universal coverage from age 30. Even those who suffer severe disability can be covered. And thirdly, claims and reassessment process are made simpler. What are some limitations of CareShield Life? That's question 7. Well, CareShield Life has the following limitations. The payout is flat and not adjusted for inflation once you claim, but I guess this is understandable. Otherwise, premiums would have to be higher. And after age 67, payouts do not increase anymore. If one suffers disability after age 67, the payouts of $1,200 may not be sufficient. Again, I guess this is understandable. Otherwise, premiums would have to be higher. Question 8. There will be specific consideration of impact on cognitive impairments on functional ability in the assessment framework. What are our thoughts on that? Cognitive impairment is defined as a decline in an individual's ability to remember, to think, to judge and learn. The decline can range from mild to severe. Severe cognitive impairment can affect a person's ability to carry out day-to-day activities. Dementia, for example, can cause severe cognitive impairment. For the new enhancement, the assessment framework will be modified to provide clear guidance for ElderShield assessors to consider policyholders' ability to initiate a task, plan, and finally complete one of the activities of daily living effectively and safely. This will allow cognitively impaired policyholders with higher care needs to consistently qualify for claims. This is a good change to the current ElderShield. In the past, it was not clear how an assessor would decide if someone with cognitive impairment could claim ElderShield. Hopefully, with this framework, more people who really need this payout can claim CareShield Life. Question 9. For the current cohort who are already enrolled under ElderShield, should they join CareShield Life now that it is implemented? What do they need to consider? Now, with the enhanced CareShield Life being launched, it is definitely a better plan than ElderShield. But whether the cohort whom are already on ElderShield, should they join this enhanced scheme, will depend mainly on affordability. Well, it is definitely true that CareShield Life is better than ElderShield Life. But if you are just buying CareShield Life alone, without the CareShield Life supplement, it may not be better as compared to you owning the old ElderShield with the supplement. So what that means is that if you are buying CareShield Life and you want it to be better than your ElderShield plus the supplement, you should also buy the new CareShield Life supplement. But it is a question of affordability because you are going to pay more premiums than as compared to ElderShield and its supplement. So ask yourself whether premium affordability is a concern. Allow me to summarize. The details on CareShield Life has been rolled out over the past few months, and as I mentioned, we now know that CareShield Life is definitely a better plan as compared to ElderShield. CareShield Life plus its supplement is definitely more superior than ElderShield plus its supplement. Whether you should convert is really a case of affordability. So if you are able to afford the higher premiums, I would definitely suggest that you go for CareShield Life because it gives you much better coverage in terms of the monthly payouts, and it covers you for as long as you are severely disabled. Thank you for tuning in to Providence Money Wisdom. I will be back soon with the next episode. For more information on my book or Providence services, kindly visit provident.com. I'll see you the next time. All analysis, views or opinions from interviews, recommendations and other information broadcasted, podcasted or published herein are provided for general information purposes only. Information expressed does not take into account any specific situation, particular needs or objectives and should not be construed as specific advice or a recommendation. Information has been obtained from sources that are deemed to be reliable, but their accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed. Always consult with a qualified investment, legal or tax professional before taking any action. Provident Limited does not accept any liability for any loss whatsoever arising from any use of the information broadcasted, podcasted or published herein. All contents and information contained herein may not be copied or reproduced in whole or in part by any means without prior written consent of Provident Limited.